my brain could have handled any sudden movements or anything that required like immediate split decision, anything of that caliber. I don't think I would have been able to do it. And by Saturday night, I was so done.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it's just exhausted, like a limp noodle.
Like stuff that should have made sense to me was just escaping me because I was just so exhausted and so tired.
And you start getting that pounding headache.
So what my plan was, okay, so my mama put the girls to sleep and everything, right? And I told Mama, I'm going to sleep on the couch. That way, when they wake up in the middle of the night and they come to the room looking for me, I won't be there, but they won't even care. They'll just get in the bed with Daddy, right? And go on to sleep, and Mommy can actually sleep.
No, that's not how that goes. They're looking for you. Why are you not there?
Turns out that's not how it goes.
Why aren't you there?
And I can hear a baby crying, and because she's already got out of her crib, she's now walking the halls looking for me. Mama. And I'm thinking to myself, you've got to be kidding me. And I can hear her getting closer and closer and closer to me until she just finds me in the living room. It's pitch black in the living room. And she found, did the light just blink?
Yeah, I think so.
And she found me. And she climbed up and she goes right on to sleep.
Yeah.
So then my mom was like, how did that plan work out for you?
I mean, they find you wherever you are.
That's crazy.
And if not, then they will make a scene and just interrupt the entire household until they find you.
Like, how does this even happen? How does she know to look for me all over the place?
Yeah, they find you. I mean, they're attached. I mean, they've been attached to us for so long. They find us wherever we are.
It's like, I think it's a scent thing.
That too, yeah.
Like, it's like they can smell you.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
So again, another week of the same, no rest. She's still doing the same stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. She slept last night, but I was so paranoid that she wasn't going to sleep last night that I didn't sleep because I was paranoid that she wasn't going to sleep.
What in the world? It's a no-win.
It's a no-win situation.
Yeah, so again, that's just the tip of the iceberg of what they don't prepare you for, And everybody always talks about how exhausting it is to come home from the hospital and they cry and, no one is on the same sleep schedule. That's fine because I wasn't working there.
Yeah.
So I was on maternity leave and I had 8 weeks to deal with that.
4 months off.
But now in the woes of it all with, you got a 3-year-old and one that's about to be 6 and they got all this stuff going on and all these emotions and these moods and stunts and whatever they got going on. I almost envy those times where they didn't talk and all that kind of stuff. Because,
yes, they stay where you put them.
Yeah, they didn't roll off the bed or all that kind of stuff. You put them in that crib or that bassinet, that was it.
Okay, so don't judge me.
Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay. You got to preface it.
I got to preface it. So this morning, it was some bread and it was like some butt bread left in the bag, right? And a loaf of bread. So I saw that it was the butt bread, and I just went in and threw it in the trash because I don't like butt bread, right? So the baby sees me throw it in there. She goes in there. She takes it out. She opens it up. I turn around. She's eating the bread.
Out the trash can?
Yes, it was still in the sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
But she opened it up and took the bread out there, and she's just like,
she a big bread eater?
Like, she is a bread eater.
Oh, okay.
She's like, I don't understand what you threw this bread away for. Like, this the best bread in town. Like, give me this butt bread.
Yeah.
Like, why you playing, mama? And I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, this is what we doing?
This is what we doing now. Look, well, that's what she doing.
It's like, are you kidding me?
That's what she's doing.
So I take that away and try to give her like a banana. She was like, nah, I think I'm good with this butt bread. And I'm like, really?
Really? Well, she about to go to school. They'll feed her there too.
But, really?
Look, at some point, you turn a blind eye to something that was a bit questionable. Because I don't have the time to process it and to discipline you on why that was wrong right in this moment. Because that was wrong. We don't eat food out the trash. But I don't have the time right now because we got to get out of here. So
yes, and I got to get your sister up because she don't hear me.
Right.
I already called her 3 times.
Exactly. So I'm turning a blind eye to this. And if this comes up again, we'll address it. But today, enjoy your breakfast. That's it. And, it's a lot of that, especially in the mornings. There's a lot of that. And then the afternoons are not so fun either because you become, the homework police. You become that person. You become the sight word or spelling word. You become that person. And
we're so far behind on homework for this month.
We've been staying on top of it, but it's a struggle. Like what I try to do is start it on Sunday because we get the folder, Thursday or Friday. I try to start it on Sunday so we have an extra day, and I do like 4 of the sheets on Sunday to make sure that she's ahead of the curve. And especially on Monday, since my husband is there by himself for a majority of the time after school, I don't put so much on him because he's dealing with the youngest one as well. So, we go through that, and that's a struggle. I mean, downright, we're fighting. And I'm like, this stuff. Why are we still going over this stuff? And every week she gets 100 on what she has to do. But we are fighting to get there. And I don't want her to be her to think that learning has to be this hard emotional session. Yeah, I want this to be fun, easy. And that's another part nobody prepared you for. How do you teach? How do you help them learn?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't even remember learning.
Right, exactly. I don't remember not knowing how to read.
Yeah.
The only thing I remember is reading. So getting them to these stages is really hard for us as parents. And, the teachers give all of these tips of go to these sites. I ain't had no site growing up. Give me some fundamental stuff of how to get her where you need her to be.
Dude, I had the alphabet people and the record player.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember
yes,
that?
I do.
I just remember by the time my mom said by the time I started school I could read.
That's what my mom said, and I'm like, how? What did we do in between? I mean, and they don't even remember.
You just
my mama don't remember teaching me to read.
Yeah.
So then there's that. So homework becomes this, or learning these sight words or whatever, just becomes this really some days she's gung-ho, but on the days she's not, the whole house is in an uproar because everything revolves around getting these letters and these words and getting them right and saying them out of order and spelling them and all that kind of. The whole world stops, and that's exhausting.
Yeah, totally.
And that's only an hour out of your day, on top of getting some dinner done, a bath, and getting them to bed. Yes,
and that's more hours out of your day.
Yeah.
So by the time you've been up, in my case, it's 5:45, and it's 7:45, and you're still trying to finish up baths or calls, FaceTime calls with grandparents, and food down their throats or homework. Yeah. It's exhausting.
I started cutting out phone stuff, that kind of stuff. Y'all, Sunday and Friday, something like that. Y'all gotta, in the middle of the week, we can't do that. I can't stop the evening.
Really?
Yeah, no. Me and my mama talk, but that kind of stuff, no. Unless it's done, between 6 and 7, after 7, we're not doing that. Because it just disrupts our routine. And, I mean, they get it. They cool with it.
My mama likes to talk to them before they go to bed. Mm-hmm. But she also likes to talk to them in the morning before they get dropped off to school to tell them good morning. Mm-hmm. And then, Auntie Nana, Uncle Papa, they like a Wednesday and a Sunday call. Mm-hmm. And then G-Ma likes a Saturday morning call, which turns into from Saturday morning to, late evening.
Right.
The same one phone call. Because she, yeah. So, I mean, we pretty much have the schedule. Granddaddy just talks, whenever.
Yeah.
So, we got the schedule. I can say, hey, just call them real quick so they can see you. It makes them happy. They're grandparents. They love you. They're like, all right.
Yeah.
Just give me the phone.
Yeah.
I mean, then at this point, you got about a good 2 to 3 minute.
Yeah, if that, yeah.
If that. Really more like 1 to 2 minute.
Yeah.
Conversation, unless something specifically has happened this week, it was a field trip that's being discussed.
Or, stuff like that. Special stuff, yeah. Yesterday was my mom's birthday, so, of course, we did the obligatory FaceTime or whatever.
Happy birthday, Dr.
And, she, but getting them together, it's like her, getting them together in the same place at the same time for when she answered that FaceTime call for them to say happy birthday. That was
that's it.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
That's it.
That's all I got. So, yeah, I get the comment about, loving your children but not liking the details of parenting because it's not fun. It's just it's the same about being pregnant. Everybody talks about, enjoy this time. What is there to enjoy? I've been sick for 6 months.
My belly is huge.
Yeah, I'm hurting.
Are swollen. I can't see my feet.
I can't walk up steps. I can't put on my clothes anymore.
I can't sleep. I can't lay on my back.
I can't sit up all night.
Who knows which meal is gonna agree with me?
Right. Like, so it was saying like that. Like, okay, y'all saw this pregnancy thing.
With the glow.
And this ain't it. It was a glow. Alright. It was a glow of disgust.
With a glow.
But, it's that same thing. I think
you'll forget it during labor. You'll forget all about it.
We like to fantasize a lot of the elements of this whole parenthood thing.
Yeah, it's all romanticized.
Yeah, and so, it's just not that. Now, there are some times where, in the midst of it all, where there's just a glimmer of something, and you're like, yeah, this is why we do it. This is exactly why. But a lot of the times, it's just a ritual, and you just like, God, like, when does this end? When do I get a moment back to myself? And then when they're not here, I miss them to death. So
yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Those stinkerdoodles.
Yeah. But yeah, I like you said, a lot of this has been romanticized. It's like about everything in our society. We have this, high level perception of everything, and what you see on the social media, what you see on TV and in magazines and all that kind of stuff. Now, most of us are not that well put together.
I was gonna say, do you think that social media is forcing us to have a specific, experience?
Yes,
with
I
motherhood?
do. Yes, I do. I do. With all of this stuff. Like, now everybody thinks, okay, you're pregnant, you got to do this gender reveal, and you want it to go viral, you want to do all this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and then,
your maternity pictures.
Then your maternity pictures have to be this, Vogue-like setting, and then, every month you got to put the baby next to the number of, what they're turning, all that kind of stuff. And so, what about filling in the gaps? Like, there's a lot of stuff that is not good about that stuff.
Nobody's posting poo-poo diapers?
Nobody's posting that stuff. And then a lot of times I think it's quite insensitive, too, to a lot of the people that cannot achieve those things. Mm-hmm. I like to be sensitive to those that cannot be mothers, biologically or whatever like that. And so there's a little bit of both of that. And it's just like, and people are not sensitive either, because you get 2 babies out your body, and they already ask, when y'all gonna have a boy? That's not what this is about. We're blessed with these 2, but nobody's saying anything about a third, and it's not your place to ask me either.
I feel like I'm not pushing nothing else out this body unless it's pee or poop. That's it.
That's it.
Nothing else is coming out this body. I am done. I'm sorry, Mama. I know you're like, oh my God,
my mama,
she just said
my mama the same way too.
But I'm just not pushing nothing else out this body, and just quite frankly, I don't want another child. Like, I just don't want another one.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have the capacity.
I don't have the capacity for it. I don't want to keep paying daycare for it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stay home with it. I did.
Apparently,
I'm emotionally detached.
Right, apparently from it. Jesus. Let me warn your husband now.
Yeah, I just don't want another kid. I don't want to have to get a bigger vehicle now.
Well, you know what I'm on, and I ain't no bigger vehicles, and so I'm done. So if I get
you got a third one now?
Not this one, but the
yeah,
I'm done.
Yeah, so I mean that's it. I just don't want to. At some point, I want to be able to have some money to do something for me again.
Yeah,
or just to have some money.
Mm-hmm.
And not be like, oh crap, I'll get some formula. I'm so sick of buying formula.
You're not buying formula. No.
Not formula. We were buying the transitional.
Oh yeah, that's stuff.
But I think she's finished transition.
We
got a can left that hadn't been opened. I'm like, you gonna drink
She
this
didn't just go to milk? You didn't just do that?
No, that's not proper. You gotta transition them.
At 14 months, we went straight to milk.
No, I mean,
Isn't that right?
She does.
Yes, 12 months.
She does drink, milk now. But I still got some transitional formula.
I did a little bit with the youngest because she had some digestion, some stuff with digestion. But yeah, I'm not. I mean, in full disclosure, I had I tied my tubes after the second one, so we'd already decided that we were blessed to have 2 healthy children, and that was that. And so, this is more than I ever, prayed for. I picture myself being a mom, but I'm an only child, so 2 kids is major to me. So this is more than I ever even imagined. So I feel like when we come in, like if it's all four of us with me, my husband, and the two kids, I feel like we come in like a tornado already. So it's already a lot of us